So, welcome everybody. You're watching Bin Living with Big B, broadcasting to you live from Western Australia. It's currently 11:37 p.m. on a very dark and gloomy Thursday evening. So, very excited about tonight's live in particular. That it's my first broadcast off YouTube using StreamYards. So hoping that everything will go tickety boo. And yes, oh, we got Jenna. Hey, Jenna and Angie. Hello, both of yous. What is happening in your neck of the woods, guys? Rhonda, hello, welcome. Welcome to the live. It's been a little while since I've done a live, at least a week. Teresa, hi Teresa, how are you? So glad to see your guys' names pop up in the comments. It's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute while you guys be Earl Becca. Hi Becca. Hey everyone, beautiful life. Oh, everyone's starting to come on. Juliet, how am I? I am doing well. Thank you very much. So it's my first broadcast using YouTube. I don't have to use the app anymore. Um, However, I am using StreamYards. So just chilling on the couch, Jenna. Nice. Nice. I think I see OMG Andy, Candy Andy, my bro. How are you, brother? So anyway, I'm going to put up a link if anyone would like to come in and join and just have a bit of a chat. Let us know what's happening in your neck of the woods. Are you night owling like me? Night owling, yes. Yes, I am. Trying to get the kids to do your school there, Becca. Oh, I bet that's a mission and a half. I can only imagine. Owen, welcome, Owen. How are you? And Phyllis, hi, Phyllis. What culinary delights have you got cooking for us this time, Phyllis? Always excited to hear about your awesome cooking exploits. So just to confirm, you guys can hear me fine and see me okay. Is that right? AMG Andy, I'm doing pretty good, getting ready to go dumpster diving, then work. Nice, bro. Nice. Well, I hope you get lucky out there like you did with your candy score there, bro. And yeah, just be safe, my bro. Can hear me fine? That's good. That's good. So I don't know how to send the link. We'll post it up. Invite. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Gotcha. Copy to clipboard. It's out of there. Okay. Paste. How is the weather down under, Owen? The weather down under is still nice and warm. It is cooling down a little bit, because of the change of the weather, but otherwise cannot complain about the weather at all. It's around about 70, mid 70s, to the low 80s in your guys' language anyway. But no, I can definitely start feeling the change in the seasons now. So anyway, I've dropped a link, guys. Anyone would like to come up and join me? It's my first time doing a StreamYards. Did you finish your wall with the pictures? I did. I did. And man, did I have, I tell you, man, I had issues with it. All of the sellotape started coming off. I'm doing the homeschool work with her, Teresa. Okay. Manuela Capes. Good to see you again, Manuela. It's been a hot minute for sure. How are you, my friend? Manuela Kippers in the chat, guys, all the way from Berlin, Germany. Beautiful day out here in Western Australia in the wheat belt. Right, yeah, I bet you. But has it been blowing the windy out there? Has it been like windy where you're at? Beautiful life. Oh, here is the brother right here, Sean. Man, it's been ages. Oh man, it's so good to see you, bro. Wicked, guys. We got Sean from Lily and Sean Dumpster Diving. This lovely lady Lily has got the Mad channel going up at the moment. Been taxing all of Sean's videos. Pasta and bolognese sauce. What's up, bro? Just you know, just wanted to catch up with all my peeps and see how everyone is doing out there. It's my first time doing a live using the YouTube, so I don't have to use an app anymore. So that's good news. And yeah, and testing out StreamYards at the same time. So I'll put the link out there again. If anyone would like to come in and join Big B for a chat, face to face, let's see you or hear you. What do we got cooking? Beef, onions, and tomato sauce. Grab it, bro. Jump on, grab it. Come on, brother. Everyone saying hello to everyone. That's awesome. So, what have I been up to? Like, I had work earlier on today, this morning. Um, I finished about 11 a.m. and on my way through, I went and stopped and checked out a couple of dumpsters just to go and have a look to see if it was worth traveling all the way back out there again tonight. And there were some goodies, but I didn't end up going. Just stayed local. Just stayed local. So I just got back from a dive myself. Oh, thank you, Teresa. Rosie, oh, my love, my love. Do I work overnight? No, no. I work early mornings. I work early mornings. How are you, Rosalie? Give you a few big. Hey, grab it. You take your time, my bro. You take your time. I know how you're a busy man, trying to juggle four kiddlywinks. So I see in the dumpster diving community that I'm good, thank you, Rosa. I'm very good, thank you. As I was saying, I'm noticing a lot of our people in our dumpster diving community are starting to um, scratch that itch to go back out and dumpster dive. You know, as long as you're taking all the necessary precautions and hey, Scott. Hey, Scott, welcome Triple D in the room, guys. Let's show Scott some love. Manuel is asking if everyone is doing well. I hope you guys are all doing well, you know, in light of the current climate. You know, this I know in the States you guys are having a really tough time at the moment. And it's a long journey ahead for everyone. You're itching to go metal detecting. Yeah, well, you know, I see it as I see it as a solo act. You know, it should be okay to go. Oh, here we go. We've got.
Hey, what's up, brother?
Oh, brother Sean, how are you, my bro? How's things going in your and over there in Miami?
It's a little bit crazy down here with
Yeah.
everything being closed and whatnot, but we're hanging in.
Well, we just have to think outside of the square now, eh, bro? We have to work to our strengths.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I'm kind of lucky because I'm one of the essential workers, so I'm still working.
Oh, well, that's good. But for you to be an essential worker, do you have to get like a special written permission to travel around so you don't get
Oh yeah,
yeah?
yeah. So they give you this. I'll show you this. They give you this little piece of paper here, in case you get pulled over or whatnot, saying, yeah, I'm supposed to be driving around town. But I'll tell you what, there's people everywhere driving around. I mean, Florida is backwards and we do everything last. So, just now people are starting to wear the mask and all that. But, people are acting like there's nothing going on. So it's kind of crazy.
Well, it's the lack of education. I reckon Ace got people don't know any better. Therefore, they won't make the necessary adjustments or adapt. But
Yeah, exactly.
there's I hear a lot of conspiracy theories saying, "Oh, it's not even real," but people are dying.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, whatever it is, however it came about, I won't get into all that, but it's here. I got my little mask that I keep on, and I
Yeah.
I keep my sanitizer with me, and I'm not doing bro shakes. I'm doing air fives. So keeping my distance. The wife and my daughter have been in the house for weeks now, which is kind of driving me crazy, but it is what it is. What have you been up to?
Oh,
I see you still diving and doing your thing.
just before I answer that, just want to say a big thanks to Grab It for now. I'm able to accept super chats and stuff like that now. So that's my very first super chat. Um,
Nice, nice.
Thanks,
Grab
Grab
it.
It, the man.
Grab it is the
So
man.
plus, if I miss any new people that come into the chat, I do apologize. Hopefully, my moderators, or do I need to get new ones? Gosh, I don't know. Um, we'll greet you guys in, or the rest of the community will greet you all in. Yes, well, the even though the pandemic is global, it's not as it, it's fairly well contained here. People have been practicing their social distancing and wearing masks, even though they're still out and about driving around. Um, it's nothing. It's less than a quarter of what it used to be. So you can see our people here are adapting. So um, activities like dumpster diving is a solo act. So I'm not really around anyone except for
Yeah.
people that are already in my bubble. Be the same for you too. I see you're branching into new stuff. You and Lily are trying new things.
Well, yeah, because I'm not really that concerned with the dumpster. Everyone's like, there's germs, blah blah blah. But us community dumpster divers know we always already practice, cleaning items from the dumpster and
Yeah.
wearing gloves and taking precautionary measurements. But she's a little bit standoffish about going into the dumpsters at this point in time. So we've tried to broaden our horizons, and we've got a couple abandoned buildings that we've explored. You know, doing a little bit of metal detecting and whatnot. You know, just little ventures to keep us from going crazy. And
Yeah, of course.
they've turned out pretty cool. Most of it's going to be on my wife's channel, Lily Miami. But we explored, you know, the hospital, an abandoned prison. We got some stuff coming up Sunday. Will be some new content. So we're just, you know, trying to keep busy and do new stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you have to diversify and work to your strengths. Say, work to your strengths. So, well, like, was it uh, checking out abandoned buildings? Was it something you were always interested in anyway, or wanted to check out?
Well, I'll tell you. And sorry about that. Had a phone call. There we go. Am I back?
Yeah, I can hear
Am I
you.
good? Big?
I can hear you loud and clear, Sean. Oh wow,
Okay.
here he is. Just a quick hello to Angie Blackman. You've joined us.
Technical
Hi,
difficulties
Angie.
here.
Patty Fish. Hi there, Patty. D Walker. Welcome, guys. I'm just getting my head around all of this. Oh, and he's gone. That's okay. We'll just put this link back on. Anyone wants to jump on and come and have a cup of Joe with Big B. So yeah, Sean and Lily and had a really good dumpster diving channel. If none of you's already hooked up with Lily and Sean, uh, here we go. He's back again.
Boom! Back at it, folks. Yeah, I got a phone call and it messed me all up there. Technically,
See,
I'm
bro,
working.
that's basically like what's missing within the community. That those catchphrases that we've all learned to that we heard a lot and learned to love. You know, boom,
Boom!
back
Back
at
at
it
it again,
again,
folks.
folks.
So let me elaborate a little bit. So we watch, you know, I'm a big YouTube watcher, and you know, here in Miami, there's hundreds of abandoned buildings, and they'll sit up there for 20 years, just empty. Um, if you check out that hospital has been abandoned for going on almost 20 years, and it's
Wow.
just sitting up there. So it's it's supposed to be one of the most haunted buildings in Miami. So I was like, here's a new challenge. Let me try this out. And, you know, I play brave on my video, and I'm like, if it scares me, you know it's scary. I'll tell you what, there's definitely something in that building. You know, if you're superstitious or you believe in, you know, all that stuff, you can definitely feel something, and there's definitely a lot of ruckus. So it's kind of creepy.
Oh, I bet. Oh, stop it, man. You wouldn't catch me. You wouldn't catch me going in any of those places. Forget about it. You're a
Well,
better man than me, Sean.
I'll tell you what. Then we also did the prison. which has been abandoned for about 11 years now. And we went up there filming for a couple weeks. We, do different parts. And the backstory to that prison it's an amazing one. There was, some people escaped. They dug under the church and escaped from the prison. And, there's a lot of stories of, the brutality going on there. So basically, when I find a building, if it's got a good back history and, good storyline, we'll do it. Because there's whole neighborhoods that are completely abandoned. But do I want to bore the viewer with just, 100 empty houses with nothing in it? Or do I want to give you something that's a little bit more enticing with history and,
Yeah,
an
story.
abandoned house is one thing, but an abandoned prison, that's a whole nother level.
Definitely, and just scale. It's massive too, eh? Just the scale. Alone,
it took us weeks. Yeah, it took us weeks of filming to, and it's a funny story. If you watch that video, I think it's in the later parts, like part 6. I actually pulled up there, and there were other people going to explore, but they were too scared to go in. So I said, "Hey, are you trying to go in? You trying to go into the prison?" And they were like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Come on!" And I do it big. I got flashlights and radios, and I bring paper towels and all kinds of snacks and goodies. So we're there for the long haul. We're ready, and it's fun, to give the community a different perspective on what it looks like in jail. A lot of people haven't been there, and wonder. So it was cool to show some light on that.
No, and it's the kind of content that people are gripping to, as an alternative. There's not a lot of dumpster diving videos going up at the minute, but that's slowly changing. As I was saying before, I've noticed a lot more people within our community are starting to head out and start dumpster diving, as long as they're taking all the necessary precautions,
Yeah,
as we should be anyway.
And for us, there's a curfew in effect, so it kind of hinders. We're nighttime divers, so after 8 o'clock, if you're roaming the streets, they're pulling you over. So we've had to balance, and Sunday fun day. So every Sunday we do a new adventure, and we try to put something out there so people remember us. And I still dive during the day. I'm just not. I don't have my counterpart with me filming. It's after Easter. There's Easter candy everywhere. Big Lots, CVS, they're throwing everything out. So I'm definitely after the candy.
No, well, I've noticed that as well. I've just come back from a dive myself and noticed that everyone's Easter stuff is starting to get thrown out. And guys, if you're listening to this, go out and check out your, what was it, CVS? Was it, Sean?
Yeah, CVS and Big Lots. Five Belows down here are closed, so they're not throwing anything out. But CVS and Big Lots are throwing out everything, like always.
And like always, absolutely. Just want to do a quick shout out to JT. Thank you, JT, for popping on board, my bro, and for the super chat. I'm humbled getting all the super chat stuff. A few people on here too, Sean. Say hello to Brenda Cuff and Eloise Hall. Welcome to the chat, guys.
Hello, everybody.
So, if you guys, anyone on here that isn't hooked on to Sean and Lily's channel, it's probably going to be on Lily Miami. Go and check them out, guys. They awesome couple, awesome family, and
Appreciate
as we try and do, we try and diversify and keep things interesting, for our viewers. And
Yeah, you got to keep some kind of content going. You got to stay relevant.
yeah. Got to stay relevant. That's the main thing. So, have you, being an essential worker, Sean, have you are you busy?
Well, I'll tell you what. So, I do swimming pools. Now, in my company, there's a couple different parts. So, you got the guys that are actually cleaning the swimming pools, which the CDC considers essential because if you don't clean it, it turns green and it becomes a bacteria cesspool. Now, my specific part of the company, I sell, like swimming pool pumps and filters and heaters, and we do a lot of renovations. So it's funny. Everybody's home, so the stuff on their pool that's broken, now they have to look at it. So they want to fix it. So surprisingly, we've been pretty darn busy. Everyone's looking at that pool and like, I'm gonna go ahead and fix it. So they're calling up. I mean, I'm just happy to be working.
Yeah,
The government sent those little checks out uh, here in the United States, and that was a little bit of a help, but that went to food.
yeah.
So, and if you're in the U.S., I don't know if other countries are doing like stimulus checks or whatnot. It's definitely not a lie because I got mine yesterday.
Yep.
So it's 1,200 for adults and 500 per kid. And
Is that
IRS,
a one off? Is that a one off payment?
yeah, unfortunately, it's like a one-time thing. Realistically, you need that every month to try to sustain. But
Yeah.
they're talking. The politicians and all that nonsense are figuring out if they're going to get another round of checks out to us, or some kind of bonus. Who knows? They're talking amongst themselves, doing whatever they're going to do. When I woke up and checked the bank and saw it there, I was happy that they actually gave it to us. Yeah.
So, oh yeah. Oh, they're doing the same sort of initiative over here in Australia as well. Um, in New Zealand, they pay all of the workers that have been affected by by the virus, um, paying them like $500 or $600 a week for the next 6 months.
Nice. Which is better than
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah. Of course. No, but I'm finding people, for the most part, are like sticking to the rules, but yeah, everyone else is finding it hard to adapt, man.
Well, and listen, nobody likes change. I'm a routine type of guy, so I just made it part of my routine. I keep my mask on at all times. Uh, I've always been, a clean type of person, so I clean my hands a lot, anyways. And you just have to adapt. From what they're talking about, we're gonna be wearing masks to enter buildings for a long time coming, and they're trying to keep this social distancing uh, as like an everyday occurrence.
Yeah,
So just got to do what you got to do, keep safe, keep your family and loved ones safe, and continue about your day.
Bro, how are you finding your side hustle? With all of the stuff that you've accumulated, up to this point. I know you were like getting set to do your little shop out of your little storage thing there. How's that progressing?
Yeah.
You still got that side hustle?
Well, it's kind of put a damper on it because people aren't flocking like they were. So I'm resorting to online sales. Um, like Let Go, OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace. I'm not really a big eBay or those other avenues.
Yeah,
I do mostly like the local stuff, so I don't have to ship stuff. Uh, you know, People are still coming to pick up, certain items because people are home, they're bored, they're online, they're,
they sure
looking
are.
at stuff. Yeah. So it's I'm not doing my Sunday sales where I'd have 40, 50 people come throughout the day, but I'm still doing okay.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
yeah.
stay afloat.
No, I've seen a big drop in sales. People are holding on to their money. They're not spending as much. Um, yeah, I've found the online sales have dropped a little bit for me personally. I don't know about anyone else, but you'd expect them to go up. So there's no touching or anything like that. Online sales by rights should
Well,
go up.
I'll tell you what, though, a lot of people are just hoarding their money because they don't know what's going to happen. And,
Yeah,
I can't blame people. It's like, I know a lot of banks are helping people with mortgages and, rolling payments and stuff. Unfortunately for me, I live in an apartment, and when the first of the month came, they were like, "Hey, where's your rent?" They're not really showing love, and they have this rent deferral program,
yeah, yeah,
which is absurd because if you don't have the money this month to pay the rent, how are you going to pay it twice next month?
yeah. Well, you're not. Hey,
Yeah, so they can't evict you because the courts are closed. Um, it's just, do you pay the rent? Do you pay this bill? What do you do? So a lot of people are just holding on to that money just in case.
yeah, yeah. Which which is something we should be doing anyway, isn't it right, Sean? We should be always
Yeah.
thinking about the just in case.
Yeah. Well, and I'll tell you what, most Americans, probably about 80% of us, are, blue collar, working every day, paycheck to paycheck. Uh, you know, if they tell you, hey, you're not coming in for a couple weeks, there went everything. There went your reserve, your savings, and you're just like, ouch. So, I'm on a super tight budget, and I'm still working. My wife's
Yeah,
not working. She hasn't worked in a while, so it's kind of like, me against the world. And if people thought I was cheap before, now I'm really cheap.
me too, Sean. Me too. Oh my gosh.
But
Yeah,
it's like the dumpster gods will provide, and keep what you have to buy to a minimum. And I'll tell you, I've eaten a lot of noodles in the last month.
and don't they taste good?
Oh, they do. My wife's listen. Those little ramen noodles. My wife can dress those things up, and you wouldn't even know it's a little pack of noodles. She's making like beef stew out of it and
Oh,
shrimp Alfredo, and I'm like, this is amazing.
this is some restaurant quality noodle right here.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, this is ramen noodles? No.
And then we have a little pondering moment where we flashback and think about all of those ramen noodles we left behind in the dumpster.
Yeah. Oh, trust
Man,
me, no. That's whenever I find them, I take them because they pretty much they'll last for years. And that takes you back to the college days. I lived on ramen noodles for years. So, being broke in college, so I have a good taste for them.
Don't tell everyone your secret to your youthful looks there, Sean. All this time, everyone thinking it's some secret elixir. It turns out it's ramen noodles.
Ramen noodles keep you young forever.
Oh, it's classic. So what's the future holding for you? What are you up to today? Are you working?
Yeah, actually, I'll pan this over. I don't know if you can see it. If you see in between the tree line there, I'm sitting in Home Depot parking lot, so I'm gonna go grab a couple things here for this job, and I'll be working till 5:30ish.
Bro,
Eastern Standard Time.
Do you ever like roll into like stores like Home Depot, and then while you're there you go, hey, I got time. I might as well just check the dumpsters while I'm here.
Yes. I do not pass up an opportunity to check a dumpster. So if I drive past the Aldi anywhere, I'm stopping and looking. Yeah. It's like a magnet. There's a magnetic force that as you drive past, you're like, okay, let me look. Because you never know what you might miss.
Yeah, it's that not knowing, right? It's that not knowing. Oh man.
And I'll tell you what, you get, at least I do. I get feelings. I'm like, you know what? I've got to go to Staples today. And I'll pull up the Staples, and there'll be 4 or 5 chairs out there. And I know that Andy goes to Staples a lot, and they cut the chairs up there by him.
Yeah.
Not down here. They throw those puppies out, and they're brand new like they were.
Dang.
I'll put them in the truck, and that's one of my best selling items are those office chairs. If I roll past a dumpster and I can grab 2 or 3 of them, they'll be gone before the time I get home. As soon as I post them, they're gone.
Wow, really?
Yeah, those chairs, people love them. And they're not shabby chairs. Those are $200-$300 chairs you're getting.
Sure.
And
sure.
I price stuff to sell, so it goes quick. 100%
so just checking these comments here, Sean. I see Dumpster Diving Granny Becky said hello to you earlier on.
Hey, Becky.
We got some new people in the chat here. Steve M from North Carolina, Angel from Indiana. Thank you, Diane. Send us a super chat for $3.99. Thank you so much.
There you go. Love those super chats.
That's a cool buzz, man. It's very humbling.
I've yet to do one, so.
Oh, I can't wait for you to put one up, bro. No, I'll be on there.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a whirl. I see a lot of people doing them lately. I was like, I gotta give
Well,
that a try.
oh, and plus you're an ace in front of the camera too, my man. You know, it'll be like water off a duck's back.
There you go. Just eating it up. It's so crazy because you follow my wife's channel, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So now we started our channel together. I think I'm up to like 1,900 subscribers or whatnot. Now my wife started her channel like in December. She's got like 18,000 subscribers.
I know.
And I was like, what's really going on here, folks? And
I know.
I told her, I was like, babe, it's because you're hot. You're getting subscribers because you're a cute young lady. No, I'm just joshing. She's got good content, and you know, most of her fan base are, you know, Brazilians, you know,
Yeah.
in Brazil, and they love some YouTube in Brazil. So
I bet they do. Like as a result of when I jumped onto your guys live that day, that night, bro, and she did a little bit of a shout out. I did have people come in and subscribe from that live onto my channel and speak to me in Portuguese.
Yeah,
and start and so I'm clicking over to try and get it my video subtitled into Portuguese.
there you go. And that was the biggest issue with our channels is, you know, on our channel she's speaking Portuguese and everyone's like, you know, what she's saying. So that's why we branched off and did her channel, which is mostly Portuguese. But it's so funny because I'm on her channel a lot and people are like, you know, what's your husband saying? So I think a few of them we tried to do the subtitle thing. You know, a lot of people just don't like to have to read though, you know. So
people are asking what's your wife's channel name, Sean?
It's Lily Miami. Lily Miami. Go over there and check her out.
Lily Miami, Sean's wife. Like he said, they started their channel off on the same time, and then she just exploded into the stratosphere.
Oh, she's to the moon. I'm like, wow. Yeah, I'm struggling to hit the 2,000 mark, and she's just out there.
I know. Well, you wouldn't be too far off the truth if you were saying that she got all of those subscribers because she's a cute looking girl.
There you go. I follow her.
Yeah, nice.
No, but she's got good content, and you know, lately she does a video every day. She's doing you know, some comedy relief. You know, it's you know, a lot of people are, you know, hit hard, depressions going around rampant. So we're trying to lighten up our videos from you know, the dark, gloomy hospital exploring to she just started the last couple days more of a comic relief, you know, funny stuff.
Yeah.
Trying to do our part to, you know, cheer people up, and you know, the world's not over. It's just changed. You know.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely. So just catching up with these chats. I stand corrected. It wasn't $3.99 like my focal eyes have deceived me. It was $13.99. And thank you, Granny Becky. Thank you, Granny Becky, for your super chat, $10. Thank you so much. You fellas are awesome. And
Nice. That'll help out for sure.
yeah, I don't even know like where it goes or.
Is it even real?
Yeah,
Who knows?
yeah. Well, you know, it's coming out of the account.
Yeah. People are like, wait, I sent it, so it went somewhere.
We just got.
I'll tell you. I let my wife do all that because when we got monetized and all that whatnot, I'm like, well, where's this money actually going? And she's getting payments and stuff, and I'm like, why haven't I got a payment yet? I didn't have, you got to hook it up to your bank accounts and all this nonsense. I didn't know how to do anything. So, she's the guru. She's the chief, the captain and the president of editing and money and all that stuff. So, she's like, why didn't you tell me? And I was like, I thought it was just going to magically appear.
Like magic.
I figured they knew they were going to put it right in my bank. So, yeah, you got to set all that stuff up and your AdSense account and all this thing. So,
yep, things steps I'm just learning as I go along, and Grabbit's been sort of helping me out discover those things. So, yeah. No, it's an experience, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely people think, oh, hey, I'm just gonna make a YouTube channel. Nah, there's it's a lot more involved than people think. Oh, you make videos. Yeah, try to edit a video. You edit your own videos, right?
Yeah.
See, if it was left up to me, I would film a video and it would be posted exactly as I filmed it. Because when I get onto those editing sites, I'm lost.
Okay. Well, let me put it in a way that might resonate with you. So, like, how frustrating was it for you learning how to drive a vehicle? Did you think you would be able to do it?
It was super easy because I learned how to drive in a cornfield.
But I'm talking about jumping behind it for the very first time, right? I'm talking about jumping behind it for the very first time and being in control of something. I guess I'm saying it took a few times before you were able to handle the cornfield, right?
Oh yeah. There, once you figure out the mechanics behind it, I'll tell you what, I've tried. I just don't have the patience for it. I sit there in front of the computer and I'll be there for 2 hours and only edited 5 minutes worth of video, where my wife will edit a 15-minute video in 30 minutes and it looks like some movie star type stuff, with bing bang booms and music and sound effects, and she's entering sounds into it. I'm like, wow. I just sit there and watch her. It's it's amazing. She's like on point. And don't mess with her while she's editing because she's focused.
Yeah, I got your message, guys, saying that my PayPal account isn't working. It's just that link that I've got in my about page isn't glowing up. So yeah, I'll have to fix that up at a later time, which is a shame. But I do have a PayPal link. I'm the worst. I'm the most impatient person that you could think of. But I just knew that I had this vision of how I wanted my videos to play out. So I just like handled it, you know, and just soldiered on.
Yeah.
And then I was able to project that vision, you know, onto the screen, you know, or parts of it anyway, because I haven't completely opened all of what editing can do, and I know that the possibilities are
Oh yeah.
endless,
Sky's the limit.
and yeah, and finding out that stuff for me is that's what I like. I like to find out how things work, you know, and I pull my hair out and pull my teeth and nails out, but I'm the more I learn, the more confident I become, and the more daring my imagination becomes when it comes to like doing the videos. So I um I posted one of my old videos on my community tab, and I was watching it, man, and it was just like what you said, just how I filmed it. I just posted it up, and it's raw.
Yeah,
You know?
there you go.
It's raw. But I look at some of the stuff that I'm doing now, and there's a lot of stuff that I could cut out, and you know that's waste. It's wasted airspace, but um, it's just part of that learning curve. You know, it's really interesting having a channel and all your stuff is there, and you can see how you evolve. You know,
Oh
over
yeah.
time and learn.
Yeah. Watch some of the earlier videos to the present videos, and you're like, I did that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So if anyone else wants to come up and join me and Sean and have a bit of a chat, I've posted the link on here, guys. Come up and say hello. Bring your cup of tea or your cup of coffee with you. Oh, while we're keeping Sean company before he has to go into the Home Depot and get some stuff for his job.
Yeah, I'm actually on my way in there because I should have been. I'm supposed to be working, folks.
Oh well, if you have to go, Sean, it was nice chatting with you. Good to see you, my bro. I miss you out there
Definitely.
on the YouTube world, my bro.
Yeah, check out the videos on Sundays. I mean, she posts stuff every day. Uh, so that's Lily, Miami. Um, hit that like and subscribe button. You know, check it out. Give her a whirl. See if it fancies your taste. And listen, everyone, stay safe. You know, clean your hands, wear your mask, social distance yourself. Um, you know, and just adapt. It's not the end of the world. We'll make it through it. And keep watching YouTube. Keep yourself busy, out of trouble. You know, Big B, I
Yeah.
love you, bro.
Love you too, my bro. Thank you for popping in and saying hi, giving us a bit of an update, what you've been up to. Appreciate you, bro.
All right, brother. Love you. Everyone, have a good one. Stay safe. Love you all.
So if anyone else wants to jump on board and come and say hello, Debs, Jenna, come on. You don't need to you don't need makeup around here. R5 Crystal, hi there, Crystal, welcome. Angel Dawn. Did I say hello to you, Angel Dawn? So I've probably missed a few people that have come on here. So I do apologize if I didn't welcome you into the chat. Um, for those people that are new to the chat and have never been in here before, here we go. We've got Crystal in the house. Hey, Crystal, looking lovely as usual.
Thank you. How you doing?
Not too bad over here. It's 12:30 a.m. Friday morning over here. What's the time for it for you?
It is. Let's see. What time is it right now? It is 11:30 a.m. on Thursday for us.
You are looking into your future.
I've learned your guys' time schedule because I'm good friends with one of the YouTubers in Sydney, so I kind of have learned your guys' time schedule.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sydney's 3 hours ahead of us. here in Western Australia.
Yeah. I was saying, because you're a little earlier than I thought you would be because of knowing her time. So you threw me off slightly. Dumpster diving. Teresa, how you doing? Yeah, I came down and saw
Teresa.
you were live. I'm like, I'll jump over here for a little bit.
Oh, thanks for coming on board there, Crystal. How's things been going? Your way anyway.
Oh, we're on a technical stay in place order, but like we could go out, but I haven't been dumpster diving right now, just out of between the fact that I guarantee we'd get fined or put in jail if we got caught doing that, because the stay in place we're supposed to only be doing essential things.
Yeah.
And the fact that I do an immunocompromised child, and I really can't risk bringing this home.
No,
So
absolutely.
I haven't been going out right now.
Yeah. No, you've taken. You got to take a safe path, and do what's best for you, for your household and for your family, and if it means having to be away from something for a little while, it's a small sacrifice. It's a small sacrifice.
Oh yeah, like my husband works in the jail, and I keep saying I want to see more of him, but definitely not that way.
Yeah. So does he have to travel far to where he works, or is it like locally in the town?
He drives about 15 minutes or so. It's not that far. It's in our county, but not our town. ATD, to answer your question, my son has DiGeorge syndrome, which has over 200 possibilities. And with DiGeorge, it causes a compromised immune system. So he is not on, God, I'm trying to think of what it's called, AVG treatments. Those treatments were on the table at one point for him, where that would boost his immune system. They also come with a hefty price tag of $10,000 every month. So we're hoping we never have to go that route, but he may have to. So he does not have the immune system to fight even a cold that well, let alone something like this. A cold will put him in the hospital many times with pneumonia because it transfers over.
Yeah. No, and it's really scary.
Oh God, doing my makeup. Brenda said I should have the girls do my makeup.
Yeah, Crystal. Yeah, you should do a video of the girls doing your makeup, Crystal.
You see how minimal my makeup is. They do my makeup, I'm gonna look like a full-blown clown. I'm in Indiana as well, Angel. I'm in Northwest Indiana. Since you're saying 12:30 for you, you're probably in the southern part or South Bend area.
So really enjoyed your mask painting video you sent in, Crystal. You and the fams got together and did your mask challenge. Loved it.
You got to see my sarcastic side come out with my kids.
I did. It reminded me a little bit of myself when my kids were about that age too, Crystal.
My kids always go, I'm never going to be like you, Mom. I'm like, joke's on you. I made you.
And now I'm molding you into impressionable young adults.
I'm like, the joke's on you. I made you. You're going to become what I am, pretty much. I said I'd never be my mom, but I'm 100% my mom now. At least I have a sense of humor.
That's it. And it doesn't happen overnight, kiddies. It's a lifelong job. Hi, Cynthia.
Cynthia, how you doing, darling?
Nice. So,
I got a message, Cynthia.
Sorry, what was that?
I said I got a message, Cynthia, because I can't remember what time we agreed on.
Are you guys in the same town?
No, she's in Texas. I'm in Indiana, so we're nowhere near each other. I wish we were closer to each other.
Yeah.
She's one of the people I would love to meet one of these days.
So are you noticing
Now there's a chance
people
me and Gravit could meet, because Gravit's not that far from me.
Oh, really? Yeah, so you're like close to Indiana and Michigan are close.
Yeah, I'm in Northwest Indiana. Like, I think we figured out once that we're probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours apart between me and Gravit Fast. Not too bad.
Yeah. No. No,
Yeah,
that's
at
pretty
some
close.
point we have to meet up.
So what is R5 Adventures got planned for the rest of the week, or what does Crystal have planned for the weekend coming up?
You know, my husband actually put in for compensation time, which I don't know, like, if you know, that's basically time off, paid time off, and he got approved for 2 weeks off, so he's off the rest of this month starting today. But with everything going on, it's not like we can make any huge plans. But we're
Yeah.
hopefully going to be able to get out and at least go fishing some with the family, because that's still allowed. So at least we can go fish some.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't think we really have any actual plans. Try to
Well,
get
I
some
mean
work done around
but that's a plan right there. You know, any kind of family outing and get together is a big plan, and I'm sure the kids will be itching and scratching to get out there.
Oh yeah, they've been waiting, and what the weather's been kind of We had like 60s and 70s, and then it went back down to 30s. But I think starting tomorrow we're supposed to start going back up into 50s and 60s. So hopefully we can get out in the next coming weeks. They extended our fishing licenses because of this whole virus, and then they got 30 degrees and no one can fish.
Shocking. So
That's
it
how it
sounds
works.
like the cold weather's not quite finished over and done with yet over there.
Not really. No, it's not. But hopefully we can get out fishing some. That's what we're hoping to do. Get some fishing videos up for R5 Adventures.
Fishing and fish cooking videos.
Now you're talking torture, okay? I'm not. I'm still adjusting myself to being willing to eat fish, and there's certain ones I've ate that I'm like, this was good, and then there's other ones I've ate where I'm like, oh no.
Bit too fishy, eh? Bit too fishy.
It depends on how it's cooked, I think. I'm not. It's the texture. My problem is the texture.
Okay. So, what if you were to eat a fish that agrees with you? What does that look like?
You know, I like walleye. Walleye was good.
Yeah, but is it like was it tempura or was it crumbed or grilled in butter, or what was the method of cooking that made the texture?
That one was fried.
Like,
the ones that I like the most have been fried.
okay.
Fried fish has been my favorite so far. Like, my salmon on the smoker tasted good, but I didn't like the texture.
Yeah.
I can be honest and say it tasted good. It was the texture. I was like, nah.
Yeah. No, I know plenty of people like that. It's a texture thing. It's not a taste thing. It's just how it feels in the mouth. It's just but yeah. No, thank you, they reckon.
Like snow crab, I didn't like how sweet it was. I tried it. I used to not touch that stuff with a 10-foot pole. Now I'm willing to try it once, and I didn't like the taste of snow crab. I'm like, the work involved and the sweetness, But
Did
like
you
sushi, I won't even try sushi. Sushi doesn't get a one go on me. Nope.
no good on the raw fish, eh?
The texture. I can just
Did you
imagine that texture.
Did you cook salmon recently? Or
Yeah, I did cook a salmon on the smoker, and that it turned out it tasted great, but I'm not a big fan of the texture.
too moist, I think. Might have
My
been.
kids enjoyed it. They usually won't eat fish.
Yeah.
No, it's I'm really weird about textures.
No, you're not a woman alone. I know plenty of people that like, especially like shellfish textures. Just that it just doesn't agree with them, and I just say, well, thank you very much. There's more for the rest of us. Hey, Susie
See,
Woozy.
I'm one of the ones. If I even think something's gonna taste bad, I can't do it. So that's the problem with the fish, because over all the years I've always been like, nope, nope, nope. Now I'm like, okay, this isn't gonna be bad. This isn't gonna be bad. The first time I had catfish, you would have probably died laughing, because my husband's like, this tastes really good. Just try it. And I take it on the fork and I'm like, it doesn't smell like fish. It doesn't smell fishy. Okay. And then I put it in my mouth and I'm sitting there and I'm making the look of disgust on my face as I'm chewing it. And he's like, do you not like it? I'm like, it tastes okay. He's like, you look like you're ready to just spit it out. I'm like, because I still want to spit it out.
Sounds like we got the makings of some
really
good content. Crystal, sounds like you got the makings of some good content there. You might have to film yourself eating some fish.
Oh, it's even funnier when I go to take the fish off the hook. Dumpster Diva, what's up? I
Dumpster Diva in the room,
because the fish moved.
Wow, hey, Dumpster Diva.
Went to go take a fish off the hook the one time. My son was standing right next to me, and the fish started moving, and I went backhanded, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but the fish moved. I don't know. I can touch fish in a fish tank all day long. Fish out of the lake or whatever, it's like, ugh, they're disgusting.
So have you got a live broadcast coming up this weekend? Are you going to go live at all this weekend, Crystal?
I don't know what I'm going to do on the diving channel. I'm not sure if I'm going live on that one or not. Saturday, I'm either going to go on the diving channel or on R5 Adventures. I don't know. Probably going sometime today on R5 Adventures.
Okay.
I'm going live this week is kind of like a little marathon on that channel, because I've actually went live yesterday and Monday. Now I'm going to probably go live again today. I don't know what time though. I'm probably going to go earlier because of people like Diving with Purpose, but I always go later because Bossy is in Australia and that's when she can come in, and I enjoy her being in the stream. So I usually end up catering around her.
Yeah, as we do. So we got Tonya Talbot. Hi from London, UK. Welcome, Tonya. So this is what I do for all of the new people that come onto the chat. I welcome you and welcome to the chat, by the way. We got our moderators here to welcome you in, and this is what I sing for you, for all our new people that come onto the chat. Been living with Big B. Welcome home. You see, I've made a space for you now. So welcome home from the bottom of my heart. That's a big welcome to all of the new people to the chat. Welcome, welcome. Sorry about that, Crystal.
You got an awesome voice. You do. I like your intros.
Yeah, well, I've got this. I've got this talent that is starting to surface. So I'm just trying it out, and I build confidence, more and more as I do it. So can only be a good thing, I think.
Hey, when I started this, I laugh. I watch my original videos, and even the ones I'm using right now on that diving channel, because they're all old flashbacks. I'm like, wow, the confidence level has surely improved. My old live streams are comical as can be. My old live streams, I practically beg the screen to talk to me. I'm like, there's no one here. Can you please just talk? Please, someone just talk. There's two people here. Say something.
Yeah. Oh, is that for the lives?
Like, no one's here. I'm just gonna keep rambling on until someone says something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's
day one, and they laugh every time because they're like, I remember the original streams.
And it's not a easy thing to do because people get really uncomfortable in silence. You know, we almost feel like as humans that uh, we have to have some kind of murmur or noise or contribute to not noise, but you know, we feel like we're compelled that we have to say something. You know, when we're in a room of people or with another person. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I was gonna say something too. I see that Teresa said something about the clicking on names, the channels. If you're on a computer, there is a workaround. There is a workaround. I can click on everyone's names right now because I've got that workaround going on my computer. It's a real simple thing to do. It's there's videos on YouTube. That's how I found it. I know Aussie Outlaw had it up on his. I think Premier Hell also had a workaround up on his. But it's a real simple workaround that all you have to do is basically install a widget on your computer that creates all the names to be clickable on your chat if you're on the computer. And it does work.
And this widget, you just add people's names to this widget. Is that right?
It's basically if you go to Google, and then you go up to the upper corner where there's the 3 dots.
Yeah.
Go down to more tools and then extensions. When you're in extensions, search and don't put any spaces in it. Search go to channel. So if you go to the far left side, or yeah, I think it's on the far left when you don't have it already. But if you search extensions, go to channel with no spaces, there's a thing that pops up that's got a guy with a cowboy hat. Hit add, and when that adds it, it will make it so it's clickable on the stream then. But it's only on your computers that works. It doesn't work on phones, but it does fix the issue in computers. It makes everyone's name green when you do that.
Wow. That's a savvy little tech tip.
Yeah, it's a little workaround. I found it through a video I watched. I watched Aussie Outlaws, and he walked you through it step by step. I'm not a mod, so I can't throw the link to his channel in there so people can watch it if they didn't follow me along, or the link to that video. But no, he walked you right through it, and it works. I've been using it since then.
Oh yeah, yeah. Granny Becky's saying that she has to jump off and catch a doctor's video appointment. So thank you for being on the chat, Granny Becky. Love you. And yeah, catch up with you again soon.
Have a good day, Granny Becky.
Have a wonderful day, Granny Becky.
It's with a K, B-R-O. My name's with a K. K-R-Y-S-T-A-L. You've actually got it spelled right there.
Yeah, that's good to know. I've been spelling your name with a C.
Everyone does. I have family that still spells my name with a C. Still not as bad as my husband's mom for the longest time when we were dating called me Rachel for a long time. That one he still hasn't explained to me. So I'd rather be called Crystal with a C than Rachel.
Well, Rachel has a bit of a certain ring to it, though. I have to say, Crystal.
Well, see, if my name was Rachel, all of a sudden, then he had someone on the side I didn't know about for a while there. So we're gonna stick with I'd rather be Crystal. Debbie Sims, how you doing?
It's straight back to Crystal. Yeah.
I asked him for a long time. I said, "So who are you bringing around?" And then I'm like, "So who is he bringing around?" She's like, "No, only you." I'm like, "Then why am I Rachel?" I don't know. You just look like a Rachel. Okay.
And guys, that was my mom, not me.
Yeah.
She was calling you.
Don't listen to my mom.
So I'm just going to pop this link up back here again. If anyone else wants to come and join, don't you have to worry about makeup on here. come up in all your raw material. Oh, Copper State Treasures, welcome.
She likes to show friends. I don't know what her issue was. I'm like, I would have preferred you just said, "Hey, you," if you didn't know my name.
Yeah. Oi.
And now what? 15 years later, we're still married.
Look at that. And how many years married?
Maybe she was just trying to chase me away. Maybe she was just trying to chase me away, and then it didn't work. She's like, "Oh man."
That one's a keeper, son. That one's a keeper. She wasn't easy to scare off. So, Crystal, how many?
A lot with her. She didn't run away after you called the wrong name.
How many years married?
We're going on. It'll be 16 this year.
Wow.
So this December will be 16 years married. We've been together 19 years.
Wow.
We were high school sweethearts.
High school sweethearts. Oh my God, you're still a youngin'. If I'm doing my maths correctly.
My name is Autumn on here because my daughter used it last night. I didn't change it.
Wow.
Now I'll start being called Autumn.
Yeah, I noticed that you put that that's on your name. Autumn.
Yeah, that's actually my daughter's name, and she used it last night, and I didn't realize I didn't change it.
Oh, yeah, because I got a hell of a shock. Well, I mean, I saw Autumn, and I go, oh, okay. And then when I seen your face, I was a little surprised, to say the least.
I'm just working on my next alias here, okay?
Yeah. Well, why not? You've been through Rachel already.
I've also been through Christina.
Christina?
My husband messed up my birthday by a day when he filled out the insurance information. And so when they gave me my insurance, I had an insurance card with Crystal as my name, but when I went to doctors, they said that wasn't the right number, and I was actually Christina in California. And they were telling them to use a completely different number. It took 2 years to resolve that. I was Christina in California for 2 years. That poor woman in California was getting my bills for 2 years. She's probably getting her bills for insurance. She's like, I didn't go and have that done. I don't know what to tell you.
Hey, we got Grizz and Geneva. Grizzly's Adventures just rocked up. How are you, Grizz?
I'm open. Anyone want to cook breakfast for me? You're welcome to come over. I'm at lunch now, but I'll still take breakfast.
Well, we could call it brunch, like a breakfast lunch.
I want a big Cinnabon. That's what I'm craving.
You got one of those Cinnabon stores there where you're at, Crystal?
We have one not too far from us, but I don't go there very often because that's kind of a massively expensive cinnamon bun. What, $9 for Cinnabon is? It's hard to make myself pay that.
$9 for a Cinnabon?
They're like seven or nine. I think they're like $9 for the full size one, and you can't get a mini. A mini just doesn't cut it.
Yeah, but it's got to be value for it's got to be value for your money. If people are feeling stretched to pay $9 for a Cinnabon, the big boy, then it needs to be reevaluated, I reckon.
People still pay it. That's it.
We don't have Cinnabon over here in Australasia. We only got Crisp and Cream, like I don't know, maybe a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And now it's everywhere. 7-Eleven stores. 7-Eleven started popping up in Australia maybe about 3 years ago. Now they're everywhere. Which is a good thing. So yeah, breakfast.
I don't splurge that often, ATD, but every once in a while I can't help myself.
It's that good, right? It's that good.
They're good. They're good. Oh no, Grizzlies, that's not good. They got one of your baby calves.
Okay, they're going crazy. Oh no, that's no good.
Well, I need to
Probably.
work on
Oh, there you go. Diane makes her own Cinnabons.
So Diane, you're
You know,
invited over for breakfast. You can make the Cinnabon.
I'll be cutting Diane off at the pass before she reaches your place, Crystal, and I'll be kidnapping her.
Well, that's not right.
Now, I've never tried a Cinnabon, but I reckon it's the really, really super soft dough bread and the glazing. Are they
It is
glazed?
extremely sweet,
Oh,
but it's good. The Pillsbury ones don't cut it though. I get them every once in a while just because I want one, but it's so not the same. It's just not
buttery,
the same.
sticky. She's saying that the ones, she buys the Pillsbury ones when you're lazy. Yes, Becca is right on the money there. Diane, you should do a video of you making those amazing Cinnabon imitations at your home.
I'll be there watching it if you make that video.
Yeah, me too. I'll be downloading it and ready with a pen and paper.
That's the worst part for me, is with being like stuck home. I've gone on a making bread spree. I think I've made 4 different types of bread, and every day it's another loaf of bread. It's time for a change. I'll make some Cinnabons, but that's probably just as bad.
Well, the beauty I found with making bread on the regular is you become a really good bread maker.
I got my cheater bread. The one, if you've seen my videos, all mine are the two ingredient easy breads. So it doesn't take much to make them, but it's probably not the best that I'm eating a loaf of bread every single day, pretty much. Well, me and the kids. 2 loaves of bread they prepare every day, and it's between 5 of us, and I probably eat about half of one. So the weight I lost is probably all coming back to me now.
I mean, the bread's probably not good, but it's probably the stuff that goes in between them is not helping either.
Exactly, BRL. Exactly. Did you use the banana recipe that I have up, or did you make your own? The one I have up is super simple, but I've been eating too many of them.
Well, those banana muffins.
I'm not walking, and I think I gained everything back that I lost.
I've only just started like walking again. I've had a bit of a break for about 4 weeks, but I'm back out walking again, man. Jingos. The old body memory.
Sneeze.
Oh, did you sneeze into your elbow? Did you sneeze into your elbow, Crystal?
I sure did.
Good on you.
My house has got to be the dustiest house ever, but we're still in the mix of construction, so it's dusty. Thank you.
What are you renovating again?
The room that I'm in, we just finished ripping down a wall, putting drywall up, putting new flooring in. Like, we redid this whole room. The other half, we're still in the process of ripping all the carpet up and putting new flooring in and doing some other minor repairs. We're not going to do the whole 9 yards like we did in this room, because this was a project.
So was it work you started before the lockdown?
Yes, this one we started long before the lockdown. The room I'm in, it was a crappily finished basement when we bought the house. Like, it was finished but not finished well. So now it's finished. It's nicer down here than it is upstairs, but took a lot of work and a lot of money.
Yeah. Philly Rotate Texid Gesundheit.
And thank you everyone for the blessius and Gesundheit.
Diane, she's got an easy recipe for making Cinnabons too. We would love to see it, Diane.
See, I would skip the raisins. I'm not a big raisin fan, but everything else sounds really good.
I think that's the beauty of home cooking, you know, especially stuff that like cinnamon buns, or whatever. You can take away the stuff that doesn't appeal to you, and
I don't know, your
make
pizza you made the other day like had me drooling on the screen. I wanted some.
My frittata
Had me drooling. I swear, I was watching that. I'm like, ooh, that looks good. And I didn't even know some of the ingredients you put in there, so I couldn't even say what they tasted like, but it looks good.
Debbie's asking, how do we change our videos to Portuguese? It is a process. If you go into the YouTube studio, and it'll give you an option for subtitles. You go into a part called Community, and if you tap that button, people will actually add Portuguese subtitles to your videos. Cooking videos make me hungry, so I eat. And then I have a nap. Way to go, Chris. That's exactly what I do.
You know, that the problem is with cooking videos right now is we're stuck at home and bored out of our minds. So we're all pretty much already sitting down and eating more than we should ever eat. And then you see something like that and you're like, cool, that's something I could do. Hey, I'm bored. I could make bread. That'll take up a little bit of time. And then you make that bread and you're like, well, now I'm still bored. I guess I'm eating this bread. And the bread disappears within 10 minutes.
Yeah. And there's so much cooking content out there, you know, and they're rehashing some of those street foods that I just put on loop on my TV. Watching all those international.
I'm eating about as much as I was eating before, because I started fasting like 2 months before this whole thing started. So I was fasting every day. So I was eating a lot less and I was losing weight. Well, now that I'm home, it's kind of hard to fast a 24-hour fast or even a 16-hour fast when you're sitting at home going, I'm bored out of my mind and I see food. It's just, a fast is almost impossible. If you're not staying busy, you can't fast like that. You have to stay busy to fast like that. The fast is easy if I'm busy. But it's not helping me.
Or asleep. It would be the other option.
But I'm doing the opposite. Less sleep. I ain't going to bed till like 4:30 in the morning, and then I get up at 7. So.
Oh, Crystal, look like I've cut you off at the pass. Diane's going to be sending me the recipe for the cinnamon buns.
Well, I guess I got to reach out to Big B for this recipe then.
I might have to just you send me that recipe, and I might just have to make a video about it.
B. Earl, I swear to God, these kids need to get their school stomachs back. They eat, and 10 seconds later, they're like, Mom, can you make this? You ate 2 minutes ago. Mom, I'm hungry. No, you just ate. You're good. It's ridiculous.
The alternative, and to maintain some sanity, would be to just just stay in the kitchen, Crystal.
No, I just tell them no. I'm like, no, you ate. Well, and then they come downstairs and they go through all the snacks I got from dumpster diving, and I'm like, you realize that we're almost out of those too, right?
Yeah. Time to do some laps around the house, kids. Let's go.
They need their school stomachs back because I know they didn't eat like this at school.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, well, I mean, they're able to burn off the energy. They just need to be able to burn off that energy.
Big B, they're still sleeping. How are they burning off that energy?
No, when they're not sleeping.
It is 12 o'clock and none of my kids have crawled their butts out of bed yet.
Oh, that's surprising and typical all at the same time. It's like passive aggressive. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Oh, it's me and my wife, we're blessed, and we've our kids are growing now, so we haven't had that trouble for a long, long time, having to constantly cook for our kids. Zach, hello, Zach.
Hey, Zach, what's up? I was doing better at cooking this stuff fresh and doing fresh food before all this happened. It's harder to eat salads on a regular basis too, and like that type of stuff doesn't stay good in the fridge for as long. And I'm not going to the store every other day.
Yeah.
I'm trying to limit my store exposure to like once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, they have to be like really inventive and imaginative with our food, and something that's that does keep, so you can keep passing it in and out of the fridge and make it bulk. That's the challenge.
Well, before all this, I was doing meal prepping for the week. I was getting like all of our meals prepped and smoked and cooked for the whole week in the fridge, ready to go. Now it's like, hey, you want some hot dogs for dinner tonight? That sounds good. Simple, easy, done.
Yes, well, the thing is, if this virus, and the blessings that it won't, and looks like that we're able to hopefully stay on top of it. But if it turned for the worse, our whole outlook on how we eat and how we store and treat our food and will change dramatically. Like it should already be doing that. Like we won't have the abundance that we're experiencing, at the moment, or what we're used to, and be able to have something that's sustainable, grow our own food again.
Yeah, I've got my garden started up, and hopefully we get some stuff from that. And one thing I can say, all that stuff that was in my cabinets that I got thinking I would use it and then never used it, most of that has been used through this spree because I don't want to go to the store. So I'm like, what can we make with some kidney beans, some corn, and some cranberry sauce? I'm sure we could come up with something here.
Now that's a flavor profile right there. Oh, that's crazy.
But that's what I think a lot of people are doing. We're all basically going through our cabinets and we're like, what can we mix up this stuff in and make it work?
Yeah, especially especially the elderly out there, that are being affected most, by this virus, and just them going out and about is really risky, really risky. So they have to be really imaginative. No worries, Debs. I can do that for you. Won't be until like later on though, Debs. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning here. So after we wrap up on the live here, I'll probably chill out. I've got a dumpster diving video to edit. from my I went for a little dive tonight, so I'll edit that, and everyone can look forward to um, uh, a video being uploaded your guys' evening time. So
Yeah, that's a bit
so
scary, Diane. Like out here, a lot of meat plants are closing because of all the workers testing for coronavirus. So I'm a little concerned how that's going to go.
that is crazy, you know. And what are they? Are they in abattoirs? Is that where they are? The meat workers or the processing plants?
They're processing plants, I believe, but it's just a little scary when these places are closing because it's making me want to go find some chicken and start raising my own chicken and meat rabbits or something because we're going to have something.
Yeah, that's right. Or otherwise, you're going to have to. You'll find a new founded love of fish all of a sudden.
Yeah, I guess that might be an option, right? Look how thrilled I am at that idea.
No, that's it. No, we're adaptable creatures at the end of the day, you know, and when we don't know what we're capable of until we're actually asked to be capable of something, you know. So we're adaptable creatures. That works in our favor.
We're not allowed to have them here, but I'm really getting close to saying forget the laws and just have them because you're kind of making it to a point where I got to survive, and it's survival of the fittest at this point.
Yeah. No, that's right. And do you have like neighbors or people that you can get chickens from?
I've got people I could get some from. My parents live, they're like 6 hours away from me. Well, my dad and my stepmom, and they raise cattle, beef cattle and chicken and all that. So I'm actually debating on calling them to see if they have any cows that recently went into slaughter that they got the meat from, and just buying a half a cow off of them and being done. Go drive out there,
Sure.
pick it up, take a 6 hour trip and get my cow.
Yeah. That's a 12-hour trip, round trip. You might as well make it like a bit of a holiday.
Grizzly, that's what I said. I said, with all this going on, deer season's about to open up with no tags. I'll go catch me a deer.
Oh yeah, hunting. Yeah, well, Grizz is out on like 13 acres or 14 acres. I think he's got a plot of land out there.
Well, I'll just go visit my dad again. He's on 125 acres. No one will ever know the difference.
Oh yeah, shucks. Go and do a bit of rustling.
I can survive, I think.
That's it. We got to think outside of the box, you know, and use the resources that are available to us. And if that's our parents or friends or people we haven't made contact with in a long time, you know, so be it. It's to the brave go the rewards.
Yeah,
Don't
my dad's got plenty of goats. He's got just meat cows. He doesn't have any like milking cows, but he's got a good selection up there, or down there, I should say.
Oh, your dad, he does dry stock. That's what they call meat cows, dry stock.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna probably be making my trip down to him.
That's the one. You know, you've got a resource right there, and plus, you know, it's safe. You know where it's come from. You know who's handled it and all that.
This wonderful government stimulus can buy me some meat, and that's about all it's going to go to because it's gone after that.
Yeah, that's a one-off payment, right? Or is it a monthly
They're
payment?
talking about a possibility of releasing a second one. They're talking also about the essential workers possibly getting a nice stimulus out of it. That's all up in the air right now. The one that they released, it's kind of a laughing joke because if you needed the money, that money is going to be gone in 1 month of bills. If you didn't need the money, okay, you might be able to go pick up some meat like I can, and then you're done.
So they haven't frozen the utilities bill?
So far, it depends on what companies you have. Like some mortgage companies laugh in your face and go, "We want our money." Other ones say we can divide it between 3 months and you can pay this month plus a third of what you missed. Other ones say, "Okay, we'll give you a 3 month grace period and we'll put it at the end of your loan." My mortgage company is one of the ones that either you can divide it between 3 months or pay us now. Our NIPSCO for us won't turn us off. But you better bet at 4 months or whenever this is all over, they're going to want all those months you missed plus what you're currently on, or you're getting shut off because that's how they run. I know for my car, where my car loan is, they'll put it at the end of the payments. So it just depends on what places you got. But no, it's not a set in place. Everyone's frozen. You're good. Because I know in Australia, you guys got kind of lucky there, where it's like, okay, you guys are safe as far as your main bills go. But not here.
That's crazy, man. Unemployment has hit an all new high over here. Percentage rate is hit an all new high, and it's expecting to go even higher. They legislated those suspensions. They've stopped. It's illegal to evict people out of rental homes, as well as.
Too, but that's a downfall too. Like, how many of these landlords are going to be losing their houses to foreclosure because the mortgage companies are not saying they don't have to pay them, but they're being told you can't evict the tenants if they can't pay you. My mom is one of those. She owns a property, and her tenant said we can't pay. Well, she still has to pay the taxes and the mortgage and the gas and electric bill because she pays that on those rentals, but she's not getting any money in.
Yeah, I understand, but if you do evict them and you send them out on the street, there's that fear of spreading that virus. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's about containment rather than the economic downfall that it's going to cause, later on down the track.
Yeah, it's the economic end of it for these landlords, though, is they're not getting any cuts. They're not getting any grace periods. They're not getting anything to help them. They're just being told you better pay, because if it's a rental property, you're nothing to these mortgage companies. You cannot avoid a rental property mortgage. It's just they don't care. If it's not your main place of residence, they want their money. And so they're stuck paying these mortgages for people to stay in the house for free. And you know as well as me, once you're behind on bills, the money doesn't magically fall in your hands so you can catch back up. So you're not catching back up.
Tonya saying that her neighbor got kicked out last week, and Tonya's in the UK. Yeah, they haven't implemented any of those things over there, obviously, Tonya. No, they still go. Landlords are still forcing people out, evicting people here in Australia, despite the logistics. So they have to try and get people in there that can pay their rent, I suppose.
I know there's people in the States that are still evicting. They're just changing locks and stuff and kicking people out, because by the standards of like the police department that's supposed to go in and serve the eviction, they won't do that right now. That department's shut down. But there's still landlords that'll go and just change the locks when you leave and you can't get in.
Crazy, man. That's crazy. So plans for the rest of the day, Crystal?
Just trying to get a couple things done on the channel, and like I said, I'll probably go live later on R5 and trying to clean the house up today. Not really doing anything fun today.
Yeah, well, it's been a pretty long day for me. It's I was at work early this morning and haven't had a rest, so I'm really looking forward to having a big old rest and starting again fresh and fluffy tailed tomorrow morning. Steve M. How are you, Steve? Hi, Big B. Don't think you noticed I was here. I did. Sorry, psychotic. I did notice you were there. I just get a bit engrossed in my conversation. Oh, that's good, Steve. Glad you're doing well, my friend. And watched your video too, Psychotic Killer video. I've watched all your videos, actually, Grizzlies as well. So like I was saying before, I got a video coming up. Just got to do some editing on it. So I'll be posting up tonight, your guys' tonight time. So keep an eye out for that. I know I'm paying all my bills, not want to get behind. Yeah. What sort of programming are we, are we falling into that our main concern should be about our bills rather than just living,
Mm-hmm. Scrapping together. What's up? Yeah, we're still keeping our bills paid up. There's a couple that they moved, like my car payment, we moved to the end of our payments for a couple months just because it's a car that doesn't drive. I'm just trying to keep my credit okay. The car, I can't drive it. I just got to pay the dang thing off.
Yeah, that's terrible, eh? Natalie, welcome, Natalie, all the way. Good morning from Aotearoa. Yeah, it must be like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning for you, Natalie. You up early?
Says the one that's streaming at 12:30 in the morning.
Yeah. Yes, well, like I said, I just got back from a night dive, and it's a perfect time for to link up with you guys over there in the States, while you're in your like lunchtime hour. And I wanted to try out this the StreamYards and do a live off YouTube. It's the first time, so yeah, just reaching some little milestones. 5:30, always up early. Nice. Scrapping together, hey, scrapping together. Not much, sitting in my room to chill to workshop, still have no heat in it. Oh, no. Must be cold there, ain't my bro? I know it's shocking. Millions of people globally are being affected by unemployment. The beauty about the dumpster diving or being in that kind of activity is not just frugalness, but it's a side hustle, and we have to find ways to get our side hustle going on because we have no choice, really, don't we? We have no choice.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna start going out again soon. I think I'm just not quite where I can yet.
Yeah. Well, you've already voiced your concerns about not wanting to bring anything into the house, and I think as your confidence grows, so will your awareness on top of what you're already aware of. About taking those steps to make sure that nothing does come into the house, which is the key.
Yeah.
And I think what this virus has done is forced dumpster divers to rethink about how we treat our own hygiene, and not cleanliness. I mean, just like sanitation, our own sanitation. We should always be wearing gloves. We should always be sanitizing our hand. Before the virus, there was all sorts of nasty things in the bins anyway. So we should always been doing that anyway. I've been a huge advocate um, of wiping things down before you bring it into your home. I just don't risk anything with my family. Forget about it.
Yeah. I've always wiped the stuff down when I brought it home just because, like I said, I have got to take my precautions with my son. We've always had Lysol. We've always had all the cleaning supplies. That's the worst thing, though, for me right now is as much as I have always done that and it's stuff I always kept in my house, because of this virus, you can't find it now. It's nowhere to be found. It's not in the stores. So in turn, it's even worse for me to try to go to dumpster dive because I don't have anything to use for that instance.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a lot of the stuff you can't just use some bleach and water to spray it down because you'll destroy it.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. You know, the beauty about YouTube is they've got all sorts of home remedies on there. You know that vinegar is always a good one. Has always been a go-to uh, for the longest time. But
That's true, Susie. I didn't even think about that. Bubbly sudsy water and soap will take care of it. It's just for now I've been taking my break, I guess.
Yeah. Well, you know, you have to be confident at the end of the day, and more educated now than you were like 4 weeks ago about, you know, the precautions that we all need to take, those steps. So I think as long as they're followed and we're diligent, there's no reason why we can't maintain those, you know, our normal activities. It's just not under normal circumstances. The current climate just won't allow us to, you know, think like that freely.
For me, I'm a little bit more cautious too because I actually know someone that is on a vent at the moment that's only about 21 years old. He was a young guy, just healthy as can be, and he's on a vent, struggling, like barely, like he's in critical care. And my adopted daughter, if you know, the one that is always with me, she's not my biological daughter, but we always call her my adopted daughter. Her boyfriend, who has not left the house since this all began, his grandfather has not left the house since this all began. He's displaying every symptom of coronavirus. He's struggling breathing. He's in a lot, like his throat's on fire. He's got a fever. He's coughing. He's got every symptom of coronavirus. He has not been tested to say that's what he has, but he has not left the house. So just that kind of makes me a little bit precautious in the end of bringing stuff in. At this time, I want to take it at a minimal.
Yeah. You know, I can't see why like we can't film what we find and see, but you know but take home minimal. You know, just what you need, I guess.
Yeah, so right now, like I said, since I don't have to do it, I'm just taking a break. It's my adopted daughter's boyfriend, is what I was saying, Susie. No one in my house has it going on, but and like I said, none of us have been exposed to him, but it's still a little bit eye-opening when he hasn't been out and he's still showing all the symptoms. So where did he pick it up from? Probably something coming into the house. Probably some items from the store that got delivered is probably how it got picked up. Oh yeah, he's not at my house. Like, we're not exposed to him. It's just it makes you wonder where it actually came from. So it just makes me like a little bit more cautious on what's getting brought into my house. And he's only 16 years old, and he's been down for about 5 days now. He's still home, but he's having a lot of troubles. So it's scary too, just how bad it is for some people that are healthy, young, should have no issues.
Yeah.
It's scary to think how bad it hits these people that are still young and healthy.
Yeah. 16, did you say? Wow.
16.
Wow.
And like I said, I've got my son being 11 that's got the compromised immune system already. He's got asthma. He's also got a reduced trachea from a heart condition he had. So him catching it, it's not going to be pretty if he catches it. Susie, I don't know if all states are having the issue we're having, but here in Indiana, it is almost impossible to get tested. It is almost impossible. Unless you're first, like a frontline worker, they're like, you have to jump through every hoop possible just to get tested. It's almost impossible.
Steve M, got to go. Glad I caught you live. Thank you so much for popping in, Steve M. It's always a pleasure to see your name pop up in the comments, my friend. I hope to see you again soon. Psychotic, you still got over 100 rolls of toilet paper? Oh, you got from the dumpster when all this was like, wow. You're like set for quite a while. Oh, gosh. Oh.
Someone getting sleepy.
Yeah. I'm starting to get a little bit tired here, guys. Crystal, I'm probably going to call it a night. Nearly 2 hours. Wow. That was longer than what I had hoped.
Oh, I do that all the time. That's how I always get myself caught up.
Wow. Yeah, well, I'm enjoying the company. I'm enjoying the conversation. Cover a lot of different subjects. I love asking questions and finding out about. Genuinely interested in learning about my friends. Nice long live, yes. All you guys in your neck of the woods that's just wondering what to do next. How's your singing voice? Crystal?
Not so good.
Are you sure? Because we're about to put it to the test.
Nah, thank you. You can sing that up.
Surely Mary Had a Little Lamb.
I know Mary Had a Little Lamb. I gotta be a little bit drunk to sing, okay?
Where's the wine? Where's the wine?
Well, if you saw my stream on Gill Skills where I felt good, it was pretty entertaining because I tried to win. And I sang on that stream. When I rewatched, I went, oh God.
That would have been hilarious.
It's still up. It's pretty funny.
I'm gonna have to check that one out, Crystal.
It's funny. It's about 3-4 weeks ago, and I felt good.
So yep, I'm probably gonna sign off real soon. But before I do, I just want to thank everyone. Thank you, Crystal, for being part of the panel and jumping on and chatting with me. I certainly enjoyed your company, my friend. Thank you so much.
It was a good time. I'm glad you had me up.
And also, thank you for everyone, to my friends that sent me those super chats today. That's quite a buzz. Still buzzing out about that. That was awesome.
Congrats, by the way. I saw that you got monetized. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. Being monetized wasn't initially one of my goals. I mean, I'm grateful for it. I'm just taking it with a grain of salt. I think I still got a lot to learn before I feel personally deserved of such a thing. So there's a lot of work to do. A lot of work.
Oh yeah, I've still got a lot of work to do on R5.
Any requests? Any requests, Crystal? Seeing as how you're still on the panel.
I could change that real quick.
No. Enjoy the room in total. Goodbye, room. Nice to see you all before. Oh, thanks, Natalie. Before you go, Natalie, let me sing you a song. I'm just wondering what to sing. Oh, yeah. Lean on me when you're not strong.
I'll help you carry on.
Yeah.
For it won't be long.
I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. I'm just trying to learn the chords. I'm just going to have to go back to just one of the old favorites. John Denver we've got here. John Denver. Man, I wish I knew some John Denver. I know a little snippet of John Denver. Oh, no, I don't.
I know. No, I don't.
I'm kidding myself. Rosalie, I'm still here just editing a video. Cool. That means you'll be posting up something real soon.
Yeah, I got to edit one up for today.
Tom Petty. Oh, Jingos, we've got some good requests coming up. I tell you what, though, and I'm not even going to be too concerned about the copyright, but I was thinking about like doing a live like karaoke or something like that, because I got this karaoke machine that's got like 30,000 songs on it. So I was thinking of like setting it up and just having a good old sing along. Roll on, Big Mama. Bob Marley. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. Oh, it won't be long. Somebody to lean on. It's called on the brother.
I'm trying to remember what the next words were.
To lean on. It must be like a time delay. We got to get it synced up.
I couldn't remember the next part of it. I couldn't remember if it was just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody
to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong. And I'll be your friend. And I'll help you
carry on.
Nice.
It won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
Oh, well done, Crystal.
You got me to sing.
You said you didn't have a singing voice, and I just think I was listening to an angel.
Yeah, okay.
That was awesome. That was awesome. I got you to sing. Well, I think on that particular note, just keep an eye out for Crystal's R5 Adventures. She's going to go live sometime today. So if you haven't notified to her, go and check that out. Get notified so when she goes up live, you get to see it first up. Thank you everyone for coming onto the chat. You guys are all amazing. I love you all so much. Also, keep an eye out for my up-and-coming video. Rosalie's got one editing, so she's got one coming up as well. So we've got plenty of content coming up for you guys to watch. New, fresh stuff. That's what we're waiting for. Isn't that right, Crystal?
Of course. Hey, you're waiting on the Walking Dead season finale. You just come up here and watch these new videos till that comes up.
Yeah, I reckon.
It might not be Walking Dead, it might not be zombies, but it's close enough, right?
That's it. So, yeah, good night, everyone. Have an amazing day wherever you are. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean, and, just practice all of these new rules and adapt as best as you can. And if you have an itch that needs to be scratched, just do your risk assessment like Crystal and I do.
Stay safe, sane, and remember, you don't know what anyone's going through, so just smile.
That's it. And it's free. A smile is free.
It is. Have a great day.
So, have a great day too, Crystal. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night for me anyway. So how do I stop this?
If you go to the top right corner, it says end stream, because if you hit the bottom little leave studio, you're just going to leave it running.
Oh, I will too. I've got it here. Okay, I'm going to do it. Good night, everybody. Good night, John Boy. Good night, Mary Ellen.